Well, look, I can say this quite comfortably that I did not expect this video to be a positive one. I definitely thought for a lot of last week that we were not going to win. But they seem to prove me and everyone else wrong week in, week out. And I think something that was maybe holding me back a bit, it's holding the back the right word, it's holding back my belief, was a lot of media really, talking about how bad we were and talking about how we're not ready for this and highlighting bad moments that didn't really need highlighting, like Ginnivan going out to the pub the night before the game. Why was that so much of a media debacle? Like, just him going out, having a bit of a relax before a really big game the next day. Like, things that, almost made me feel like, we've got no chance. And it sort of got to me throughout the week, like, far out. Like, this is, we don't have a chance. Everyone's saying we don't have a chance. And I knew deep down that we were going to win it. I was so convinced we were going to win it. Got to match day, right? Match day. I am absolutely terrified for my life. You could not find a more terrified man, I think, in the whole MCG, let alone the whole of Victoria, whole of Australia. I was so nervous. Last time I went to a final, I was in year 3. That's a long time ago. Back then, you don't really even realise the gravitation of, what you're actually going to and witnessing. So I get in my seat. I see Blake before the game. He's confident. That makes me worry a little bit. Makes me worry a touch. We then get through the game. And for the first quarter of the game, I thought, oh my God, we're not playing too great, are we? We were applying a lot of pressure. But really that first quarter was dogs. I was worried. But we were holding up really well. We weren't letting them kick goal after goal. We were keeping the pressure on. We were kicking goals. Meekie kicked the first goal. How big of a moment is that for Lloyd Meek, kicking the first goal? And yeah, I just couldn't believe how much we turned it around, and the Dogs, they just ran out of energy. Forwards weren't doing anything. All those forwards that were so heavily hyped up during the week of how good they were, they did absolutely nothing. Our backline was incredible. Today we've got the really, really devastating news that Sam Frost won't be available to play against the Power. He had a phenomenal game. He's had a phenomenal season. There'll be a separate video on Frosty. I love Sam Frost. I love him. He brings so much to the team. He's a cult figure at the club. He is almost like the father of the team. He's almost like the dad of the team. He was absolutely ripping into the Bulldogs fans and players. He was so good to watch. Him just absolutely tearing into the players. Oh, it was so great. And the fans as well, he loves it. He loves Hawthorn. He's Hawthorn through and through. Loves the brown and gold, loves the players, and far out, I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him next Friday night. It's devastating loss, that. Yeah, it's devastating. He had a phenomenal game, though. He's had an incredible season. We get to the second and third quarter, and we're absolutely killing them. Newcomb's having the time of his life. Warble's having the time of his life. The Wizard is just doing wizard things, really, isn't he? Kicking goal after goal. Cal Shadir, he's 19 years old. Bagged 3 goals. It's just incredible. Chol didn't have his greatest game. Couldn't really hold on to the marks, but he's just got to keep going. I back Chol. I really do back Chol. He's just got to keep going and playing the way he's been playing. And, something's really building at Hawthorn. I think now, at the start of when we first started winning those games, I was like, holy crap, something is building here. We can make finals off this. Like, we can make finals. And everyone just looked at me in absolute horror. What am I thinking about? No. We can make finals. This is a premiership winning team. We are building at Hawthorn, and it's just incredible. It was actually so incredible to watch. It was emotional. It was incredible. It was brilliant. And I could not believe what I was saying from the boys. Could not believe it. It was absolutely incredible. I was there with my dad and, started to get a bit emotional. Like, we were going to win a final. It was absolutely incredible. That's what Carlton couldn't do this year. Shout out to Blue Abroad as well. It's a big game coming up against the Power. Big games coming up in general. And I'm here for it. We are here. We are ready. We're so proud of the boys as well. What an incredible season we've had. Blaze in the chat. Jeez, you had a great season as well. I was confident on the outside, but not on the inside. See, I was the opposite. I was not confident on the outside, but I was pretty confident in the inside, and it worked out well for us. I mean, I think one thing that got us over the line is that mentally the Dogs really, they weren't there. I think Hawthorn were really full of themselves. Like, I think that we just got such a good mental state right now. The club atmosphere is brilliant, and it just works out for us. Ginnivan and Watson, is that a dynamic duo? Far out. Ginnivan, Watson, D'Ambrosio, Meek, like all of them. Every single player played incredibly. Finn McGuinness. Give it to Finn McGuinness. He had a great game. Wow. Josh Ward, he had a great game. Harry Morrison had a great game. Pretty good stuff from the Hawks. We're looking dangerous. We are looking dangerous to go over to Adelaide, aren't we? We'll talk about that on the match preview coming out hopefully Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. It's going to be out one of the days. What a year, what a week, and we live to see another week. There's another week of content coming, Hawks fans. How exciting is this? We are into a semi-final. Hawks fans, get excited. Bulldogs fans, get excited about your holidays. We continue. We continue to go through September. With ease, may I add. Pretty good stuff from the Hawks. I'm proud of the boys. Let's keep winning. Winning's bloody brilliant, is it? It's great. Let's just keep winning, Hawthorn. Let's just keep winning. That's the review. See you for the preview. We live to survive another day, don't we? It is a dream season. A dream season indeed. Flaghawk. It's actually $6 odds now to win the premiership. We could say a premiership right now. 2008 all over again. Thank you, Hawks fans. Get excited. Come on the Hawks. Come on the Hawks. Let's fucking do this. Let's win a premiership. How cool would that be if we won a premiership?